Today on Max Handy Gadgets, we're making a spicy chicken and broccoli stir fry with mushrooms. So let's get started. Yeah, to make our spicy chicken and broccoli stir fry with mushrooms, we have one large chicken breast, it's about a pound. And back here we have our broccoli. We're going to use 2 broccoli crowns today, and we're going to cut them into florets. And over here we have a cup of canned mushrooms. And over here we have our oyster sauce. Yeah, that's about 3 teaspoons. And over here we have our brown sugar. It's about 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. And back here we have our dry white drinking wine. Yeah, that sounds good. It's about a 1/4 cup. Okay, now all we have to do is slice up our chicken. So let's get some of this stuff out of our way and we'll get started. And we're going to be using our knife here. It's an aceti knife. It's a Santoku, so it's still sharp. But yeah, we could sharpen it up a little bit here with the AnySharp knife sharpener. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll get our AnySharp knife sharpener. Yeah, I forgot I was going to sharpen it before I started the video here, but let's go ahead and use it. We'll put it right here and we'll clamp it down. And we'll take our aceti knife here, the Santoku, and we'll go ahead and sharpen it. We'll pull it through there maybe 3 times. Just like that, nice and light. Oh yeah. Sharpen that right up. Okay, let's remove our AnySharp knife sharpener. It's got a nice suction cup on there. It won't move when you're sharpening your knives. Okay, so we're back. And that is definitely sharp. Yep, now let's go ahead and slice up our chicken breast. Okay, let's slice up our chicken breast. Boy, that's a big one. Alright, let's do it. Wow, that knife's sharp. It would have helped if I left this in the freezer a little longer, you know, because it would have been easier to cut too. But we didn't, so we're just going to go ahead and do the best we can. Okay. Boy, that's a lot of chicken. Yeah. Okay. Now, some of these big ones, you could cut those in half, which we probably will, to make them like bite size, you know, even though they're pretty big. But yeah, we better cut them in half. Okay, we'll take some of these little ones out of the way and we'll put them over here. Okay, that's pretty big. We'll take a couple of these. See, about that size will be good. Okay, let me go ahead and spin this around a little so I can cut it easier. All right, and we'll cut them right down the middle here. just like that. That'll make nice bite-sized pieces of chicken there. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let's go ahead and put them in a bowl. Wow, that's a lot of chicken. Well, there you have it, guys. Our chicken all sliced up. Okay, let's put this aside. And I gotta clean my cutting board. Okay, let's bring in our broccoli crown here. Yeah, that's a big one. But we're gonna be using 2 of them here today, so we're gonna cut that stem off about right there, and then we'll slice them up. You know, we'll break them out into little florets. All right, let's do that. We'll cut our stem off about right here. Then we'll go ahead and cut these off, just like that. Okay, that's pretty good. Now these really big ones, you can cut them in half again. You know, so we'll do that. You know what makes it nice? Yeah. We'll do that to this one too, because it's kind of big. And this one. Cut this big long stem off. And we'll go ahead and cut that one too in half. See? Makes it nice, like you get 2 nice pieces out of it. Yep, it looks good that way. Of course, you could cut them in half again and make like little pieces, you know, but we're not. We're going to try to keep them big like this. Okay, let's go ahead and put those in a bowl. Okay, that's quite a bit there, but we're going to cut the other one up too. Yeah, let's cut this one up. It's a little smaller, so we might as well use it up. First off, we'll take some of this stem off. Okay. And we'll go ahead and cut some of these right off there. Okay, now we can cut that one right about there, and it should almost separate all those. Maybe cut this one right in half. And there you go. That's pretty good. Alright, let's cut this one in half. It's kind of big. We'll trim it up a little bit here. We'll cut that one in half this way. Okay, that's good. And maybe this one. Alright. And this one seems to be pretty big, so we'll just go ahead and cut that in half. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, we're done. Okay, let's go ahead and put these in a bowl. Here they are. Wow, that seems like a lot, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's a lot of broccoli there. And they look good. They're nice and fresh. Alright, let's put this aside. Okay, now we're going to make a marinade for our chicken. And it'll help tenderize it and lock in the moisture. That sounds good, doesn't it? Let's get started doing that. We're going to add 1½ teaspoons of soy sauce. 1½ teaspoons of oyster sauce. Okay. 1 teaspoon of white or brown sugar. This is brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Yep. And 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and mix that in. And what that cornstarch is going to do, it's going to help tenderize that. It's going to get in that chicken and help tenderize it and lock in those moistures a little bit. It's going to make it really tender. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we're going to add a tablespoon of cornstarch. Put that in there. And a tablespoon of water, yep. And about a tablespoon of oil, vegetable oil, whatever oil you have. Now we're going to go ahead and mix that up. Now what the cornstarch is going to do is going to help lock in that moisture. And the oil is going to kind of keep it separated. So when we put it in the pan, it won't kind of clump up together too much. Now what we want to happen is we want that chicken to absorb as much of that liquid as it can. You know? Mix that in good. Well, that looks nice. Okay, looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to let that marinate for about 30 minutes to an hour. And when it's done, I'll bring you back. Okay, our marinated chicken is almost done, so we'll put that aside for a minute. Okay, now we're going to make a seasoned soy sauce for our spicy chicken and broccoli stir fry with mushrooms. So you can put these in individually, the seasonings, or you can do it like this. We're going to add 1½ teaspoons of soy sauce. And we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper, a pinch of cayenne pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of white or brown sugar. This is brown sugar, and we're going to put that right in there. Yeah, the red pepper and that cayenne pepper, yep, that just spiced things up good. Yeah. And we're going to put 1½ teaspoons of oyster sauce in there. Okay, now we're going to mix that up. Now, like I said, you could put these in individually, you know, to taste as you're cooking. But I'm just going to put it in all at one time there as it's cooking, because it's going to cook pretty fast once we get started. So I don't want to be fumbling with the old jars and lids and stuff, you know. So this will work out good. Okay, there's our seasoned soy sauce. Yeah, now that we have everything ready, we have our nice chicken that's done marinating. We have our spicy sauce that we're going to add to as we're frying it up. And over here we have our mushrooms. And back here we have a lot of broccoli. Yeah, that's quite a bit. And up here we have our dry white drinking wine. Yeah, that's going to be good. Alright, now all we have to do is fire up our cast iron skillet and start stir frying. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now we're going to set our burner to medium high, and we're going to put a little oil in the pan, and we're going to let that get nice and hot. Okay, our pan seems hot enough, so we're just going to go ahead and add our broccoli. And we're going to stir that around. Then we're going to add a little bit of salt, about 1/2 teaspoon of brown sugar, and about 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. And we're going to put that in there. Now we're going to add a little bit of our dry white wine. Okay, now that the wine has evaporated off, we're going to go ahead and add about 2 ounces of water. And we're going to quickly cover them and let them steam for about 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, they're pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and get them out of there. Okay, let's put these aside for a minute. Now we're going to add a little more oil to the pan. And we're going to go ahead and put our marinated chicken right in there. Yep. Now we're going to go ahead and stir that around. Now it won't take long for this to cook because the pan is definitely hot. All we're looking to do is to brown them up a little bit. Now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Okay, add a little more of your dry white wine. Drinking wine, not cooking wine. Put that in there. Okay, now we're going to add in our mushrooms. That's a lot of mushrooms. Wow, look how big that one is. Yeah. Okay. Stir that in. Okay, now we're going to add our spicy soy sauce. Put that right in there. Stir that around until we get everything mixed up good. Boy, does that smell good. Okay, everything looks to be good. Now we're going to shut off our burner. And because our broccoli is already cooked, we're going to dump that right in there. Wow. Boy, does that smell good. Now, it won't take long for the cornstarch that was in the chicken to thicken up, you know, and make a nice sauce here. You can see it's happening already down the bottom. Yep, okay. Wow, this is going to be tasty. I can smell it. Okay. Look at those pieces of chicken there. Boy, they're nice. Wow, they're nice. Yep, beautiful. And the broccoli is done just right. It's a little bit soft and we didn't lose too much of the color. That's beautiful. Okay guys, there you go. Our spicy chicken and broccoli stir fry with mushrooms. Yeah, and it's really gonna be good. I just know it. Okay, let's go ahead and plate that up and have a taste test. Yeah, that sounds good. Well, there you have it guys. Our delicious spicy chicken and broccoli stir fry with mushrooms. And there's plenty of mushrooms in there, plenty of chicken, and boy does that smell good, and loaded with broccoli. Yeah. Alright, you know what we're missing? We might put a little sesame seed on there, just a little. Okay, does that look good? Okay, there you go. Yep, boy does that smell good. And with all those seasonings and spices that are in that soy sauce, the spicy soy sauce, yeah, I just know it's going to taste good. And that marinated chicken is going to be so tender. Yeah, I can't wait to get in the piece. Let's just have a bite. Okay, here we go. Wow, do you see that? Look at that. I can't believe it, but that is really tender, that chicken. Look at, I got a mushroom, chicken, everything. Yeah. Okay, piece of broccoli there. Alright, let's just have a bite. Boy, is that tasty. That chicken is so tender that way. Just go ahead and marinate your chicken that way because it is really tender. And it is juicy, so it's not dry at all. And that broccoli there is done just perfect. It's got just a mild crunch to it, and that's it. And it looks really nice. It retained a lot of its nice color. So yeah, that worked out good for us. Stir frying it like that in the pan quickly and then steaming it. Yeah, that's really nice. This will feed like 4 or 5 people, so you might want to bring over a friend or two. Yeah. Okay. This is really tasty. I mean, delicious. Yeah, you know, it'll go good with this right here. A nice wobble pop. Yep, that sounds good. Okay guys, if you're enjoying these videos, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tasty spicy chicken and broccoli stir fry with plenty of mushrooms and plenty of flavor. Good.